So do you also use LinkedIn to get more leads for your own business? Then this video can be really helpful for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we are going to understand how to add LinkedIn leads to ActiveCampaign. So like you, I also use LinkedIn to get more leads for my own business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from LinkedIn, I want to create or update a contact in my ActiveCampaign too, so that my team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between LinkedIn and ActiveCampaign, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin and create a connection between LinkedIn and ActiveCampaign. So to do this, I'm going to open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we are going to create this connection. But before we move on further, I'll show you something very helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. So let's go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and we have two options on the landing page of Pabbly Connect. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on this button which says sign in. And once we click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So let's click on this access now right over here to access our Pabbly Connects account. Now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account, and to get started, we have to click on this create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want to try it and test it setup. So you can use any one from this. I am going to use this new workflow builder. So let's go towards the select of the new workflow builder, enter the workflow name and select the folder in which I want to save my workflow. And we're going to see that I have already created multiple folders in my account, and if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. Alright, now after entering these details, let's click on this button which says create, and once we click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button, and now for the trigger application we have to search for LinkedIn and select it. For the trigger event we have to select it as lead notifications and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between LinkedIn and Pabbly Connect, we have two options: add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already created a connection, you can go towards this select an existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this connect with LinkedIn. And once we click on this connect with LinkedIn, Pabbly is asking me to enter the credentials of my account. So I'm going to enter the credentials of my account and click on this button which says sign in. And once we click on this sign in, with this we have successfully created a connection between LinkedIn and Pabbly Connect. So easy, right? Now we have to select the sponsored account and move on further and click on this save and send test request. Once we click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And how are we going to do this test submission? For that we have to open the ad which I am running and go towards this apply now to fill the lead gen form. So as you can see in in my lead form, it is only asking me to fill the details of this email and phone number. So you must be wondering, why is it not giving me the option to fill in the first name, last name and company name? Because I am using this LinkedIn account and my campaign is in draft mode. So if you are running a live campaign, your leads are definitely going to get the option to fill in these details, but my campaign is in draft mode. That's the reason that I can't fill in all these details. Alright, so let's just fill in this email address and phone number and keep the rest of the details same. Now after entering these details, we have to click on this submit, and once we click on this submit, with this we have successfully completed the test submission. So now let's open our workflow, and Pabbly is going to capture the response of the same test submission right over here. We just have to wait for a few seconds. Alright, so now let's create a new contact in this ActiveCampaign using the same details. Alright, so I'm just going to close this trigger and go towards this add new action step. Now for the action application, I'm going to search for ActiveCampaign and select it. For the event, I'm going to select it as create or update a contact and click on this connect. Now if you have already created a connection between ActiveCampaign and Pabbly Connect, you can go towards this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and it is asking me for the URL and the API key. And to get this URL, we simply have to follow the help text. We have to go towards the settings, left hand of the site, and then developer tab. So let's go towards the settings from the left hand of the site and then towards this developer. And once we come towards this developer, you're going to see that over here we're going to find the URL and the key. So let's copy both of this. So over here is the URL. So let's copy this API URL and paste it right over here. So now after pasting this, it is mentioning that provide the URL without https//. Alright, so let's delete this https//. And now for the API key, let's copy this API key and paste it right over here in our workflow. And yes, you can see that I have successfully pasted both of these details, and now we have to click on this button which says save. And once we click on this save, with this we have successfully created a connection between ActiveCampaign and Pabbly Connect. Now let's move on further. It is asking me for the email and the rest of the details. We are only going to fill in the details which are required or the details which we have of our lead. But now we are not going to fill in the details manually by typing it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So that's the reason why we do mapping. So as you can see, that I've successfully mapped the details which were required, and you can see only this email is required because it has this star in front of it. The rest of the details are the details which I already had of my lead. So if you wish, you can definitely fill out these details. Otherwise, you can ignore this and only enter this email address. It is saying tag ID, so I don't wish to add any tags. Let's select the list over here. It is asking me for many other details, so all of these are not required, so let's leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. And as you can see that we have successfully received the positive response that we have successfully created a new contact in our ActiveCampaign. Alright, so let's open our ActiveCampaign. You're going to see a new contact has been created with these same details. You're going to see the full name, the email address and the phone number which we entered during our test submission. And with this we have successfully completed our workflow. Now whenever we are going to receive a new lead from LinkedIn, automatically a new contact will be created, or if the contact already exists, it will be updated in my ActiveCampaign account. And all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. Whenever we receive a new lead, this workflow is going to instantly get triggered and add the lead details into ActiveCampaign. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.